In ancient Egypt, where the sun kissed the golden sands and the Nile brought life to an empire, a story of faith, courage, and deliverance unfolded. It was the tale of Moses, the man chosen to challenge a mighty Pharaoh and lead an enslaved nation to freedom. The Hebrews, descendants of Abraham, lived in bondage under the rule of the Pharaohs. Their cries for deliverance rose to the heavens, and God heard them. In a small basket hidden among the reeds of the Nile, the hope of a nation was born, a baby named Moses. Rescued and raised in the very palace of his oppressor, Moses grew up torn between two worlds, the splendor of Egypt and the suffering of his people. Years later, while tending sheep in the wilderness, Moses encountered a miracle. A bush burned yet was not consumed. And from it came the voice of God. "I have seen the misery of my people," said the Lord. "Go to Pharaoh and bring my people out of Egypt." Overwhelmed but obedient, Moses accepted his divine mission. With his brother Aaron, Moses stood before Pharaoh, the most powerful ruler of the ancient world. "Let my people go," he declared. But Pharaoh's heart was hardened. What followed was a series of divine interventions, the 10 plagues. From water turning to blood to locusts darkening the skies, each plague was a strike against Egypt's gods, proving the supremacy of the God of Israel. The final plague was the most devastating, the death of Egypt's firstborn. On the night of the first Passover, the Hebrews marked their doorposts with lamb's blood. The angel of death passed over their homes, sparing their lives. Pharaoh, grieving the loss of his son, finally relented. And the Hebrews began their journey to freedom. But Pharaoh's regret turned to fury, and he pursued the Hebrews with his army. Trapped between the Red Sea and the approaching Egyptians, the people despaired. Yet Moses, with unshakable faith, raised his staff. The waters parted, creating a path to safety. The Hebrews crossed, and as Pharaoh's army followed, The sea returned, swallowing the pursuers. The journey was far from over. In the wilderness, the Hebrews struggled with doubt and disobedience. Yet at Mount Sinai, they received the 10 Commandments. A covenant that would shape their identity as a people chosen by God. The Exodus was more than a physical journey. It was a spiritual transformation. Moses, the reluctant leader, became the instrument of divine will, guiding a nation from slavery to freedom. The story of the Exodus continues to inspire, reminding us that faith and perseverance can overcome even the greatest of trials.